shall we?
No one's stopped me yet. Best be on my way.
Sorry, he wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right. Baldurs Gate is for Baldurians.
For goodness me, that's terrible.
My dad said I'm not allowed. They got his meat. Sorry.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them can stick the things
Inside.
I'll know it when I see it.
better off sleeping in the gutter than that anything.
Victims for cousin. They're the kind of people.
Whatever we need, we're in Worm's Crossing.
Eat more fish. It's good for you.
Let's get going.
Look at you. I'm exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it.
Don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is caressed is correct.
Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me. Yeah?
He told me the armor was a bargain.
First time what? But good armor is hard to find.
I'd love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
What do you need? Your father let...
And the other person with you, they enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it. I have no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my torso.
Now hit. Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldurs Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Be sure to say...
Wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
How else was I supposed to see the updates?
Still alive. So that's progress.
No door to unhinge. My tools can fix anything.
In a word, sir. Exquisite.
We're shopping for a
Almost painfully so.
dinner with
My body burns like the noonday.
And the other person with you, they enjoyed it.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Blood.
Please make your way to the audience chamber. Please make your way to the
We
audience
already helped
chamber.
you fix it.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
No time to rest.
Also has
You're not staying in a brothel.
listen. It's got private rooms.
What a day. Should be easy.
No one's stopped me yet. Moving in.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come?
Of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. For ourselves. Well, yes, technically, only I will ascend and gain the ritual's power. But we're a team. If I become all powerful, then we become all powerful. We are a team, aren't we? You are still with me? Well, figure it out. I need to know I can rely on you. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair. What now? Oh, for a skeleton key.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it. Blood in the bed. Another step forward. A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here. Stop. A target list, perhaps. All right, what now?
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Everyone is Shire's caress is a professional.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like. Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Hardly a challenge.
What path lies before me?
We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
No screw too loose, no door too unhinged. My tools can fix anything.
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it. Simply astonishing feat of genius.
In a word, sir, exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burns like the noonday sun.
And it...
Please, we have to be prepared.
How else was I supposed to read about this? You will when you've met the drow.
Still alive. So that's progress. Shh. Ollie.
You have the key to my heart.
I put it on especially for you.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. You got it, but the new hooch is off limits. Can't have pleasure to serve.
I hate you boys. I don't understand why they're such a type.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet a sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shade. It's Fion. Well, we've other ways.
New guy in trouble.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Trust no one. Simple.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
With haste.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Calym. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jaro, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening? I'd heard tales of mind flayers, talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. So the critics have said of Faerun's greatest masterpieces. I'm not so cold-hearted, nor so short-sighted.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat.
As am I. Take these. Be well.
Can't slow down.
Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drow.
Sleeping in the gutter, then that's anything.
Looking ahead.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. To Illithids, yes. But despite your reckless embrace of the parasite and recent mutations, you're no mind flayer. Not yet. Orpheus would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago. and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. The Hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells, deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe. Until then, your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolus can offer some comfort, or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
Such a prude.
Birthday wishes and
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? Tell me, you turned him down. I was absent for 1 moment. If there is one thing you can be certain of, it's that the devil will come to collect. But that is your problem. I will not let you put our survival at risk. I have Orpheus well under control. Stay away from him. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
Don't touch me. Let's crack it open.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Quick step.
At least things have stayed interesting.
You're in safe hands.
Should mind my stab. Never a dull moment.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
So quick to share it with him. This is not wise.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane? Among the Githyanki, one gift is esteemed above all others. The Silver Sword. Take it. Wield it in honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son. Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors. He might seethe when, but he will see reason. I promise you.
seems...
Front-page material.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work, only if you're quick. Now let me...
I shouldn't say anything to you until you've spoken to Albrin. He's very...
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldurs Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. I heard about that. You had the Harpers all excited, but there aren't many Harpers left. These Steel Watchers, one of them is the equivalent of a red dragon. An army of them. Well, there's never been an army of dragons. By hitting the Gondians hard. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. Exactly! The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of watchers in no time.
Those things are terrifying. If someone... But they were. And I'm here now. I'm safe. I will be. But thank you. I just want to be useful, but I'm not as...
Thank God we escaped that bloody steel watch. No thanks to you. We did, but we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbren's about to put his grand plan into action. You are? Excellent!
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
The lips, the tongue. If your mighty mass needs
I got it. Watcher sent him flying. This armor was... Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Look at you. Judging you. Don't like it.
You're not being paid tonight. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually. I needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. You haven't heard? And my wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only job. They're better off without me.
Ah, they're harmless. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the
I spoke to a witness who said
You've been
she
seeing
was
the
expecting
flames,
you
and we're still
before
here.
the fire started.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
No, I don't know, dear. I don't know. All we can do is be patient.
We're drunk.
Better.
Are they going to arrest us? What if they throw us in jail?
Someone there? On the hunt. Just like old times. With pleasure. Watch your back. Into the shadows.
It's always the one.
Let's move.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
You're too late. It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravenguard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
What do you want? You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with you.
Two more legs for smashing. I would love to see that.
Defender of the people. Time for a chat.
Easy.
Sharp as ever. Sharp as ever.
My faith protects me.
No time to rest. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Invisibilis! Have to keep going.
Is expecting your fist. Please make your way to the audience.
Broke down the door.
Can't really glaze that pizza.
Now's not the time for wandering. You can explore once I'm out of Worm's Rock.
Ages, we're still here.
Can do.
Now's not the time for wandering. You can explore once I'm out of Worm's...
Still alive. So that's progress.
Is be patient.
I almost believed you this time.
Very well. Let's get going.
Lord Portash is expected.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget it. I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.